Hello and welcome to Reggie's Recess, where you get real talk about real relationships. Of course, I am your host, C. Reggie Rogers, renowned relationship coach, author, talk show host, radio show host. I try to do a little bit of everything, as you can see. And so this month, we have a great topic. We've been talking about this topic. We actually got started last week on this topic, and I've got a great topic for you. Month by month, I do my best to provide you with a great topic, what I call provocative topics, but I go after the best guest, and I'm not going to let you down today. Today, we're going to be talking about the dating process, and we're going to tie that in with May flowers. We just came out of April showers, and so now we want some May flowers. But when we talk about the dating process, because getting the date is one task, but going out on a date is another task. So meeting someone face to face for the first time can test whether romance is actually possible. How do you go from one date to determine if there will be a second date and maybe even a third date? Experts, psychotherapists, and even dating sites often state that there are several stages of romantic relationships. So, we're going to talk about today the dating process, Mayflowers. And today on Reggie's Recess, my guest is Julie Christopher, who is also known as JuJu. So after this commercial, we're going to have her. We're going to get right into it, and we're going to have a great show today. So buckle up and get ready for Reggie's Recess.
I am Ernest L. Thomas from the Waldens, and you need to download the Win Network app now, or else it's going to be tragic. Tragic!
As he said, if you don't have the Win Network, if you have not downloaded it yet, it's going to be tragic. So make sure you get the Win Network. If you have not downloaded it yet, do yourself a favor. Download the Win Network. You'll catch me on the Win Network Monday through Fridays at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. There you'll get Reggie's Recess every day. If you don't get enough on a Wednesday, hey, you can catch me every day. If you don't have it, download. That's the Win Network, WINNNETWORK, thewinnetwork.com. Download the app. It's a free app. So today I have one of my good friends, someone who I admire so much. We're super close. She and I are totally on a whole nother frequency. We're in a whole nother stratosphere. But I want to introduce to some. I want to present to others my dear friend Julie Christopher, also known as JuJu. Now, let me tell you a little bit about her. Her resume is so long, I had to condense it. I just needed to get some bullet points. But she's been all over. She is the founder and creator of Biztuition. She is a professional entertainer, which will get some of her music later today. I put her on the spot. She's going to have to give us a little bit of music today. She's a world-renowned expert, business intuition, and host of the Mystical Entrepreneur podcast. She's been interviewed on national TV shows like Dr. Drew, Nancy Grace, Legal View with Ashley Banfield, and Julie has been featured as one of the world's preeminent experts on sites like Forbes. That's right, I said Forbes, and Authority Magazine. And she's been one of the few that has had access to the guest on Shark Tank. So I got one of the best today. JuJu, what is happening?
Well, it's happening when you're in my field. Everything is happening on a positive, like beyond positive. Look, watch. Okay, you're my friend. Yes, we're friends. But the reason we're friends is why? Because it ties it up to your show. And I think what this show, this conversation, if you will, will unravel is, like you teach it. You're the guru, number one guru relationship, Reggie. So of course you're my friend, but I have a tremendous respect for you, your message, what you do, because the concept of relationship is beyond the physical, right? So what you teach especially right now in this phase of craziness that we just, witness as a humanity. You in the world is super, super. It's not even just important, but it's not an option to get to you, to listen to you, your show, your message. If anyone is lacking wisdom about dating, take my word for it. Just, call him up, whatever it is that you need to do to get this gentleman that has the keys to dating and literally to have a better relationship also with yourself. So thank you, Regi, for having me here today. You are an example, a hero. You are a light warrior. And oh Lord, I say it. I just love you. That's it. There's nothing else to say.
I didn't know that once I paid you to say all of that. I didn't know you were going to say all of that. I only paid you to say half of that.
I don't need to sell nothing. You got to be blind if you don't see what I'm seeing. Now, just maybe we have blinders on. But once maybe
people have tunnel vision and they have blinders.
Lord,
but everything you said to me is ditto back to you. 100-fold. So it was ditto plus 100-fold back to you. You're such a special gift to this. Listen, you're such a special gift to the earth. And, people who actually have the pleasure of being in your presence quickly find out that the energy that exudes from you is just on a whole nother plane, whole nother your frequency is always so high. And I think that's the thing that is, people are drawn to you, and famous people, common people, it doesn't matter. People are drawn to you because of your energy. And when I thought about this topic today, the dating process, May flowers, what drew me to say, I got to get JuJu was the May flowers. It was the flower. It was the May flowers, because you are like this beautiful flower that constantly blossoms, constantly. So that was the thing that drew me to you, and I wanted to get some advice, some wisdom from you in regards to this dating process.
Yes.
I want to talk about. We're going to talk about. What do you think about this modern day dating?
What do I think? Well, I am not in the dating process, or I would have let you know.
You're totally not. You're spoken for.
However,
but you've been through it, and that's why. So here's what I did. I set the tone for you, because last week my guest, she was married 47 years. So I wanted to understand her thought process. What does she sees now happening in the universe as it relates to the modern day dating dilemmas, the modern day dating process, because she was married 47 years. You too. So I set the stage. You're spoken for. So now I want to hear from people who look at this modern day, what could be for some a dilemma as it relates to the modern day dating process. I want to see what you guys think. So, those of you that don't have to deal with it, but what do you think about it?
Well, here's the thing. I speak about a disease of the mind, a disease of the world, a silent disease that's happening today. All right. And if you didn't know that, and I speak in terms of business, but for the sake of it, let's say infobesity epidemic, meaning there is an infobesity in the world that is cutting us off from a very source responding system about a relationship to others, about the dating process, if you will, because infobesity, this disease, this invisible disease is now in attack and on everyone, all ages, all homes. It doesn't matter how poor or how wealthy or successful you are living in infobesity world. So that being said, this inflammation of this overload of information through the technical, the data, this rush of so much information coming at us What do we do when it comes to, wow, now that my mind is inflamed because I have so many thoughts that come in, so many things to do, to take care of, less along 1,000 email coming at you every day. Now I have to think about my dating process and
Wow.
what am I going to do with that, because I can't even focus on the one that I need to attract in my world. How do I make that reality happen? How do I commit to the process without the crutches of, oh, this is so easy. I'm going to pay $20 a month, going to a dating app and say, hey, I'm going to lie about my picture, my shit, excuse my French, you got to blob it out. But hey, I'm going to make it myself so, gorgeous and happy online so I can attract that which I want, the fame and the success or whatever it is that you want to attract in your world. Let me tell you, it ain't gonna happen, because in the middle of the dating process, you're gonna realize that you are faking through it and you are not being real. So some of you need to realize that, yes, the technique that we have today, those apps, those technology are amazing, right? Because
Yes.
you can add on to your dating process, but don't use this as a crutches. You still have to connect to people at the heart and soul level, because why is getting divorced about, right? It's like you don't see people through the soul level, and after a few years you realize that, holy moly, I don't really know that person. I guess what? Because you did not connect on the soul level of consciousness. So the surface can be great, the cover and the book cover can be great, but you got to go deeper. You got to go
Content.
underneath.
It's all about the content.
Right?
What's the content? What's
What's
in the book?
content?
Forget the book cover. We need the content. What's in the book?
What's in the book, right?
Yes.
So rip that bandage off. So this is your, I'm going to try to wrap it up into the answer is this. The dating process of today, even 5 years ago, was different. Is that correct, Regi? As you're the guru. Is it just different? Even 5 years ago was different.
Well, we evolve, and so here's how evolution looks sometimes from a standpoint of humanity. Every 10 years, us as humans, every 10 years, we grow into something different. If you look at how they built German cars typically used in the past a 10-year span before they would change the body styles. So if you bought a car within those 10 years, you'd have the same body style. The difference may be the headlights. The difference may be some of the amenities, but you'd have the same body style. So you really have to look hard to see what year is that, because it's very similar to the year before or the year after, So in saying that, there's a message there, JuJu, because now as we evolve, we're in this state of becoming. But some people like to stay right here, and the other is going a little further past it, and that's sometimes the issue in relationships. One person has evolved and become something that the other hasn't, and so there's what we call this change form. Change form. And so now we deal in this change form with these modern day dilemmas, is what you're talking about. These modern day dilemmas is texting versus talking.
That's right. That's right.
What do you think about texting versus talking?
Well, I let go of my phone for almost a year. People used to see me, or family members or whatever, and they used to touch me and said, "Are you okay? Oh dear, you don't have a phone. Oh dear, are you okay? Are you sick?" Literally, people ask me. So I let go of my phone because I needed to purge from the noise of the texting, of the email, and things like that, because I could not reconnect with myself. I had to literally purge myself to reconnect with myself away from that, So because it is an addiction today, and I can fight you all day long. Anybody can say, well, I'm not addicted. I'm like, dude, you're addicted like everybody. We're all addicted, okay? We're all addicted. I am addicted to it. Like if I don't have my phone within 2 hours, I'm like, oh my God, where's my phone? Don't we all, you cannot deny it. Okay, and that's okay. Let's find a way around that. However, is there a way where we can communicate to people without texting? Have you now say, hey, because that's what I do, right? Hey, without texting that person, can I call that person? So that's a step. Call that person, even leave a voicemail, but try to engage, because what I found out is this: you're going to text somebody and their perception of your words on that text is going to be somehow different than yours, and it can get you to a mess. I've have conversation, right? I've had conversation with people and they got offended. I'm like, what? I didn't say anything bad, but their perception now gets into a conflict, and now you have to call the person and excuse yourself and said, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feeling, but I didn't really. So avoid it. I mean, if I were you in your dating process, just avoid it. I mean, it's okay to say, hey, I'm here at the place that you're meeting me, and here I am, or just that type of info. But having conversation on a text, I tell you, it is not healthy. It is not going to get anywhere. You need to talk, have a connection, at least on the voice, because the voice will represent a lot of who they are and their vibration. Look, the minute I heard your voice, Regi, I didn't even meet you, right? I heard you. I heard your voice, and I was like, wow, this is somebody of integrity. I just knew. And I didn't know, because the voice will really send you clear signals about who that person is, if you're in alignment, if you're ready to listen and not just, hey, I want something out of this person. You know what I'm saying? So when you are talking to somebody, listen, take a step back, don't intrude, don't be interested. Try to be interested in the person instead of blah, 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 blah. You are going just to create a space for that beautiful conversation to happen that would not happen on a text. Does that answer the question?
No, totally. I think that it's so important that, as you stated, the inflection of our voice can get lost in who we represent in terms of voice inflections.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get that if you don't hear the voice and if you don't listen to the person, and you're only getting a text. Texting does not always represent the totality of the person behind the text. And so we could get lost. So, so we realize that texting rather than talking. I'm old school, so I'm going to always prefer talking over texting now, but I do also understand, as we're talking about the modern day dilemmas and sometimes of technology, it can be a friend and yet it can also be a foe. But if we make it a friend, please understand, they say that it takes 2.5 seconds to text somebody and say hello. Now, I want you guys to get this that are listening to me. If it takes 2.5 seconds to say hi in a text, and there's 24 hours in a day, if the person that you're interested in doesn't take 2.5 seconds to say hi throughout a 24-hour day, you might want to make a reassessment there. Okay? Wow. You might want to reassess that. I'm not talking about two people that are married. I'm talking about somebody who the potential there, you just started dating, because I understand we get busy. Yes, we get busy, but the reality of being busy is we still take time and make time to do what it is we really want to do. So if I'm not worth 2.5 seconds in somebody's day in a 24-hour day, JuJu, I gotta make a reassessment of that one, So I got some questions. I got a few things I want to ask you in terms of relationships. Because it just goes right back to what we're saying. Those of you who are watching us on Facebook, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. We certainly appreciate you. We've got a big heart. Somebody said they love this. Some of you will be watching us live today on Facebook. Some of you hear us tonight on 87.9 Heat FM Charlotte. Thank you very much. And some of you will be able to watch us when we air on the network with this show as well on the Win Network. So JuJu, every relationship goes through dating stages, and there's five stages of love. I want to hear your breakdown of each stage, because I know you're gonna rip these words apart. And this first one is so good to you. This first one is going to be so good to you and so good for you because it's in your space. So the first stage of love is called the attraction stage. What do you think about the attraction? Because you draw what you want. You attract. We have the ability to attract that law of attraction. Once we become it comes to us. Yeah. And the key here, those of you that listen, I'm going to give you a huge key. The key here is the journey to love is not about finding the one. The journey to love is about becoming the one. Now you figure that out. Now, come on. What do you think about attraction stage?
Okay, what you just said, by the way, you just spoke. You took the words out of my mouth, and what you just said, this discovery. So I'm inviting you all, if you're watching the show, to really pay attention to what that segment you just said, and play it over and over, because you said it so fast, Regi. But I'm going to tell you something. You said not just this is a key. This is the key. So what you just said, that becoming the one, instead of looking and seeking and searching for the one, is not just the key. It's the key. Not becoming, but instead being the love. Instead of seeking the love, being the love. Because when you become which you are prior to existing here in this body, you are pure bliss, pure love, and conditional love, pure bliss. This is who you are. Beside what you're seeking, you are this by nature. So for you to have this door open is inviting you to open that door to retrieve who you are. So instead of what am I seeking, or the love that I want to attract, ask yourself, who am I? And you will find the answer in this question, okay? And that's everybody to get to that journey on their own path. There is no right, there is no wrong, there is no spiritual this, that, or woo-woo. It is a pure fact. When you become this place of who you are, which is completely the frequency of love, you will then attract that which you are by nature. There is no force. There is no.
It's a natural flow.
It's not. It's a very genuine nature of your state of consciousness, which is remaining that days and nights. So it's not about seeking. It's about being the one which you are seeking, but it's always been there all along. You don't need to seek it. You are seeking yourself in the way. So once you open that door to see it for yourself, to feel it, to know it, to understand it, there is no seeking. See, the only part after that is be aware of what you are asking, because the way that you're going to manifest after becoming this frequency of love, you will in fact affect positively everyone around you. And now the problem will be, who am I choosing to be with? That's a different problem, okay? So after that, go.
No, I like, because what you said, there's no seeking. You don't go looking. The key is being. No seeking, don't go looking, just be. Be it. Being. It'll be being. And so you have to ask yourself the question, ladies and gentlemen. Ask yourself this question: am I attracted to myself? If you have to think about that, then why would somebody else be attracted to you if you don't think you're attractive to yourself? If you don't think you're attracted to you, then why would somebody else be attracted to you? Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna, because JuJu, I have a surprise for you today, and
you give me the goosebumps.
I want to listen. We've got Alex telling us he's loved what we're doing. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you, Alex. And I see that I have Rochelle from Dallas on. I hear you. That's my cousin in Dallas who's tuning in. Thank you so much, Rochelle. So we got attraction. But I'm going to cut through this because I got so much I want to do today.
Got it.
And I also got a surprise for you. So I probably won't get to the 5 stages. We're going to cut through this.
Got it.
So we got attraction, just so people will know the next once you discover the attraction, the next stage is the dating. We're going to go through that. But I want to get to the stage of what we call disappointment. Or because now we discover, is it exclusive? Do we have a commitment? And what happens? You see, what happens when one person is ahead of the other person? One person feels you're in an exclusive relationship. The other person feels, I just want us to be friends. Dating can be somewhat complex. Dating can be a drudgery, but then it can also be a delight. And when it becomes complex and a drudgery, it's because somebody else is somewhere the other person isn't. And so when that happens, we have disappointments. And so I exclusively put this as C, traction; A, B, dating; C, disappointment, which represents exclusivity and commitment. There has to be a lot of conversation taking place in that C stage. What are we? But you don't want to rush the other person either. But you also have to determine if the other person's pace is a pace that you can handle. And if the pace is not a pace that you feel you can handle, then maybe, because it's still somewhat early, maybe you want to back out before your feelings get too deep and you're too disappointed because, is it really resonating with your spirit?
Hallelujah. You're again, bam, boom, boom. You nailed it. It's because this stage that you're talking about, is the most important stage, in my humble opinion, about dating. And this is why. Because it's easy to fall in love. Then you're in a conscious elimination of beingness. When you're in a conscious elimination, this enlightenment feeling, you don't see the negative. You don't see the dark spots. You don't see the blind spots. So this stage, this is where you awaken to the possibility of what this relationship is going to look like the next 3, 6, 12 months, 2 years. Because once you discover the other person's programming, there is no way around that. You are not going to be able to fix, change, or make it a different relationship. This is it, guys. So you are in that stage of the C stage that you described. That is the most important place of discovery and playtime. Because in playtime, you're also going to see, like you described, the rhythm, just like a music. It's a dance. If you tango and one is tangoing, with a faster pace, that is a disharmony. And a dis-ease, which is not at ease. So this dis-ease in the relationship might be the thing that you need to say, wait a minute, I am going to, pray about this. I'm going to take a break of this, because if this is disease, it's not going to get any better. I am telling you, like I am your mama JuJu right now, stay aware, stay awake of what it's telling you. How do you feel? It's going to determine the relationship on long term. And if you say yes to something that feels uneasy, unfortunately, it's going to be like this. It's going to be those upside down. You're going to hope for something better, and then bang, you're going to hit again, because the other person is not reflecting on your inner alignment, on your higher self. So your headspace might say, looks good, smell good, great, blah, blah, blah. But your heart space is in contradiction with that. And it is your heart space that you must listen to be in accord or in tune in this relationship. And this phase is the most critical phase that can take you very far in a relationship, in a beautiful relationship, or not.
That is, you're absolutely right. That is the most critical stage, and so be aware in this stage. And I think
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the key here is ask yourself this. We in the attraction stage, we ask you to ask yourself, are you attracted to yourself? In this stage, I want you to ask yourself, does this resonate with my spirit?
Love that.
Does this resonate with my spirit? And if
Mm,
all indications are saying it does not resonate
mm.
with your spirit, then you better pay close attention. Okay? So let's go.
Yes.
We're going to skip through some of this. We're going to skip through the next. So A is attraction, B is dating, the reality, C is disappointment, which includes the exclusivity, the commitment. But then you get into D, which is the D stage, which is the stability and the intimacy. You know,
Ooh.
because now you guys are intimate because you have spent some time together, and
Mhm.
now you are intimate,
Mm,
and because of that, now there is this possibility. Here's what intimacy does for some. When we're talking about physical
mm.
intimacy, for some brings about possession, and the other person becomes possessive. Because
Ah.
when there is intimacy, two people are now have given each other the other. And for
Mm,
some, depends on, again, you got to ask yourself in that last stage, does it resonate with your spirit? And if you continue to move on and it doesn't resonate with your spirit, then there is that possession, and then it
mm,
creates possessive. You become possessive.
mm,
Okay.
mm,
So we're trying to help you get through these stages so that there's not the issues, so that you can create these Mayflowers, right? But that possessiveness becomes an issue because the other person
mm.
feels like you become their possession, because
That's right. That's right.
you've given them something that belongs, that's sacred
Mhm,
to you. Here's the last one. Uh uh Juju,
mm,
I saved this one for you because I know you can
mm,
handle. This is a good word
mm,
for you, and then we're
mm,
gonna have to go on a commercial very soon after this.
mm,
But the last one for you was bliss. That's when you get
mm,
into that E stage, commitment,
mm,
uh, bliss. You know, moving forward with that bliss,
mm.
that love. That there's the commitment.
Mm.
Um, that
That's
stage
right.
right there represents, to me, you've gone through that. You've asked yourself the key questions. Am I attracted to myself? Therefore, somebody
Mm,
else is attracted to me. Um, does it resonate with my spirit?
mm,
If it resonates with my spirit, then I'm ready to completely move forward and give of what's
mm,
sacred to me. And so now I'm into that. I'm into the commitment and the
mm,
engagement, the bliss. So
mm.
quickly, what do you think about that, Juju?
Oh, I love the way you frame it, all the way from the number one, two, three, ABC. I absolutely love, and it's so simple for people to take on this wisdom and actually to apply it. It's really cool. I love it when you break it down and you actually ask those very simple, however critical questions for individuals who are going through those stages. So no matter what stages that you are right now, you can take on this bliss that is giving you and apply it in your relationships, in your life right now. And not just that, but share it with your family, share it with your friends, have discussion about that, journal around that. Anyway, so what I feel about bliss is this bliss nature again. So when you are connected with your bliss, and now you have this, you pass through that stage of intimacy and sacred receiving and giving, you pass through the challenge of, hey, am I going to possess that person now? And you pass through that. There's a bliss that happens, yes? And this is what in my world I call it ecstasy. And
Mm,
ecstasy in relationship is literally a tantric experience when two beings are equally divinely aligned with one another. So when this merge in the physical, it also merge in the divine bliss alignment that creates this ecstasy or experience that is tantrika. So you become the tantrika. And what happens then you're completely conscious of this transfer of a supreme reality within the physical. So the relationship by nature at that point becomes bliss within itself. So this is when magic happens. This is when you don't need to talk to the person. The energy talks for itself. This is when there is a relationship that goes beyond just this, fun foreplay, all the stuff that we go through as human, which is beautiful. You got to go beyond that. This is the secret of this absolutely solid feeling trust in the relationship when you get to that level, because there is no fear around that. Those two beings now understand to trust and understand each other. They are not here to fix one another. They are here to celebrate one another.
And complement one another.
Yes.
Celebrate, cooperate.
That's right.
Because listen, cooperate simply means it's a co-op. That's why it's co-op, or it's a co-op. It's two people coming together, celebrating, cooperating, and complementing. We got to take a commercial. And after this commercial, JuJu, when we come back, I got a surprise for you.
Woo! Can't wait, mon ami, chérie.
Hi, I'm Ernest L. Thomas from the Waldens, and you need to download the Win Network app now, or else it's gonna be tragic. Tragic!
So listen, if you're in Jacksonville, we got the best salon in Jacksonville. It's called Bloom Salon and Spa. It's the best salon in Jacksonville. They provide skin, hair, and nail services. This is a full service salon, and the owner there is Sama Bashidi. She is the owner, and she has 20 plus years of experience in this industry. And the beautiful thing about Sama is she will offer you a one-on-one consultation. And I'm going to give you a number to call her. Even if you're not in Jacksonville, maybe you've got some issues. She's got some products that she can send to you as well, right where you are. You can give her a call. She wants to empower women and make ladies feel super special. So listen, you can even get a facial while you're there. So give her a call today, 904-440-8908, 904-440-8908. That's the best salon in Jacksonville, and that's the Bloom Salon and Spa. You can get your skin, your hair, and your nail services there. All right? So if you're in Jacksonville, give her a call. If you're not, you've got some issues with your hair, give her a call. She's more than happy to take the call. So we're going to come back. And so, JuJu, listen, I got a surprise for you. Are you ready?
Hey, I'm always ready for your surprise.
All right, watch this. Stay there. We got a surprise for you. Here it is. Dr. Sophie.
Okay, I'm going to cry now. My love.
So
my sister.
Now you know. Dr. Sophie she typically comes on her segment once a month where she does Dr. Sophie Speaks. But when she knew that her sister was going to be on today,
oh my love,
she wanted to come and to share with you.
Yes.
So Dr. Sophie, have you been listening to the wisdom that your soul sister has been giving us? What do you think?
Yes, her ecstasy, blissful, divine presence is very, very present in every word that she presents.
Dr. Sophie,
I am just trying to keep up with her.
Blissful presence. Did you say?
Lord gracious. Dr. Sophie.
We were listening and
You-
we were receiving, but we were also feeling, and in the space of where she comes from is so authentic, so genuine,
Oh,
that
thank
you can
Sophie.
feel the ecstasy, the
Oh,
energy of ecstasy surrounding the aura of her words. Okay. So that's what I was listening to.
Hey, Dr. Sophie, she had no idea that you were going to be. I kept telling her I got a surprise for you. So she had
Yes.
no idea. So now she's got to do us a favor. She's got to sing us. She's got to sing us.
Aw.
JuJu, we need you to sing us a short
am
song
so-
because I still got to come back and I still got to finish the show. I got to do a
I
closing
am
and some other stuff.
you filled up my cup. You know how much I love you. I more than love you beyond. You are my soul mate, my soul sister. I just love you so much. And the three of us are going to have to meet in a physical and celebrate
Amen.
this.
Watch out. Watch out.
I mean,
Our vortex trio.
I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. Can you just picture this guru, this empowering performance coach, Regi, this light being in the middle of both of us, and us walking down the street and having, I don't know, it's just like I don't remember the songs now anymore. I just like I'm in Bless. I have two of my exquisite, most beautiful beings in my life with me right now. And I'm sorry for all of you right now. I just feel like you should be with us. All of you should be with us to experience what we're experiencing. And I know you are, and we love you. And we dedicate this show for you because you are all very, 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 very special. And you know that you have to love yourself because you are a child of God and bliss and ecstasy, and we love you so much.
So JuJu, we have about 4 minutes.
Oh,
No, I'm gonna say we've got about 6 minutes for you to. Can you give us a great song?
I can feel the vibes already, Regi.
this is a song, my songs are downloads, so they come through with the music, with the words. And as you know, English is not my first language, so I know they're downloads for that reason. Then they come like this, whoop, and I just pick up the guitar and I go, and then they all come and I have all my guides here. They're like, no, give her that words. No, give her that words. No, my words is better. And I just have to like, guys, okay, just let me handle this for a second. And so my words are downloaded in a very beautiful vibration. So when you hear the words, don't think of the words I've tried to understand it. Just receive it as it was you who are actually the performer. You know what I'm saying? You're the instrument. I write because it's you that give me the inspiration. So it's not about me singing the song. It's about you recognizing who you are on the process, that we are one song. We are one vibration. So I wrote this song not very long ago. So that's why I have to look at it. Because once I write it, I don't remember it. So... Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Have you seen this place inside? Have you opened the door? Have you been inside your heart? Have you touched love? I don't need more. I don't need more. 'cause I found what I came for. I don't need more. I don't need more. 'Cause I found what I came for. Have you craved for something real? Have you dreamed of space? Have you walked inside your mind? Have you seek emptiness? I don't need more. I don't need more. 'Cause I found what I came for. I don't need more. I don't need more. What I came for, it's undeniable, it's inevitable, it's inseparable, it's limitless. I don't need more. I don't need more. 'Cause I found what I came for. You don't need more. You don't need more. 'Cause you found what you came for. You don't need more. Did you find what you came for?
Wow. Listen, you all, did you find what you came for? How appropriate. We're talking about the dating process, Mayflowers. And so here's the last question you're going to ask yourself. We gave you some questions earlier in the show to ask yourself. Here's the last question I'm going to give you to ask yourself. Have you found what you are meant for? Have you found what you are meant for? Now, I'm gonna change that around just a little bit. Men, I'm gonna ask you, have you found what you're looking for? Because you should find her. And women, have you found what you're meant for? Because when he finds you, you should be ready, you should know how to receive, and you should know how to recognize all of that good stuff. Dr. Sophie, this has been so much fun. And so I certainly appreciate you taking your time today to come and to surprise your sister. We got to do a show. All three of us, we got to do a show together very soon in the very near future.
Let's do it.
Yes,
We're gonna take a little. We're gonna take a little break here, and then I gotta come back and I gotta close this out. JuJu, you have been so much fun. Thank you.
I just have to say this music, these words, they just traveled into multidimensional parts of my existence. Your voice, your play, your exchange of the vessel you are to the words to us is just beyond phenomenal. It's not just the music, it's not just the word, it's the trio of the words, the music, and your presence exchanging and really projecting that message was just so touching. I want to tell you, JuJu, you are really special. I'm telling you, your presence, just holding your guitar, being who you are, is going to just lighten up a space before you even start speaking. So many blessings to you.
Dr. Sophie. And
Dr. Sophie, she is special. I told her that earlier before the show started. The reason that I selected her for the show today is because I said Mayflowers, right? And to me, she's like a flower that keep blossoming. You know what I mean? She just
Amen.
Oh,
continues and
Amen.
continues to blossom and continues to blossom and continues to blossom. And she
And
blossoms
she
and she
talks about
blooms.
nectar of life. She talks
yes,
Yes.
about it, and
yes,
that's her. She is
yes.
that.
She
You are
definitely
that.
she
And
blossoms and blooms and turns into something beautiful every time we get her. We get to
oh
feel her
my
the key essence
goodness,
of who she is.
you
So
both
Juju,
have. Yes, just
it
thank you, thank you. There is no words; it's beyond word. I cherish you, Dr. Sophie. I cherish you. I love you. I embrace you. You are in my heart. I go to sleep literally with you. I mean, I have to tell the world. I do. I just and please, you just make sure if you listen to this, go check out Dr. Sophie and what her message is. It's unbelievable. And Doctor Mister Number One, yeah, you are the number one, guru day. Like I seriously, like, wow, you guys are just unbelievable experts, unbelievable light beings. Thank you for having me today.
Now, Juju,
Beyond.
how can people find you? So before I let you go, you got to tell people what you got going on. How can people find you? Your
Dr. Sophie,
website?
you can say, you can tell them. No. So
Our mystical entrepreneur, and she is the founder and CEO of the Biztuition, but truly she is that in her daily living. And I want to tell you, your intuition will guide you to the biztuition.com.
We're gonna put it up on the screen so
and
people
by
will
the way,
have
I'm
that.
putting Dr. Sophie on my in my team because she's going to have to be my publicist. That's the end of it. I don't know what we're
Ooh,
gonna have to figure it out.
you got the best. You definitely got the best. So listen, this is her information is on the screen below right there. www.biztuition.com. That's how you can find her. www.biztuition.com. Listen, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a sponsorship break, merchandise break, and when we come back, I'm gonna close us out. And Juju, thank you, Dr. Sophie. Thank you.
And
If you guys want to
oh
hang on in there, you can close out with me. But I got to take a break here, and then we'll be right back.
yes, love, love.
Yes, love, love.
Oh my.
So listen, if you want to be a sponsor, it's very simple. If you like the programming, what we bring to you every week, provide you with great topics, great guests. And if you would like to be a sponsor, very simple. You can go to cregirogers.com, go to cregirogers.com and just tap on the link. Click on the link that says sponsorship. There are three stages of sponsorship, as you can see. We have a silver, we have a gold, and we have a platinum. For the silver, it's $100. You'll get a T-shirt, and the T-shirts are, to me, they're very special because they represent the one man woman tour. We did the tour 2019, so you get a piece of nostalgia, which is the one man woman tour, which was a very successful tour we did with empowering women, and so you'll get a T-shirt there for the silver package of 100. And then if you do the gold package, you get a T-shirt and a matching baseball hat. That's gold packages are 250. Those of you that can say, "Oh, I want to do a little bit more," then do the gold package. Then we have the platinum package. You'll get a T-shirt, baseball hat, workbook, and book. So you get one of my workbook and books. That platinum package is 500. It's very easy. Just go to our sponsorship page on the website. That's www.cregirogers.com. There's a link right there. Go to www.cregirogers.com. Click on the sponsorship link and become one of our sponsors today. Don't delay, do it today. And here's what you'll get. You'll be able to see there. If you just say, "Well, I don't want to be a sponsor, but I want to donate some way." Okay. Well, investors can get you one of these beautiful women T-shirts. Summertime, some of you ladies, this would be great for the summer. So get ready, ladies, for this. You could get the tanks with the matching hat in white, tanks black matching hat, or you get the V-necks matching hat as well. White or black, one man, woman tour. Gentlemen, you can buy these for your ladies, and ladies, you can buy these for yourself. You can go to onemanwoman.com. There you see it there, right there on the bottom of the screen. Listen, I got to close this show out, but before we close this show, I need to give a shout out to our super producer, Steven Sebo. Thank you, sir. And that is an Action Shot production. This is another Action Shot production. I need to give a shout out to JuJu, who was my guest today, Julie Christopher. Got to give her another shout. And we had a surprise today, Dr. Sophie. So here's my closing remarks. Listen, dating is a stage of romantic relationships whereby two people meet socially with the aim of each assessing the other's suitability as a prospective partner in a future intimate relationship. While the term dating has many meanings, the most common refers to a trial period in which two people explore whether to take the relationship further towards a more permanent relationship. There is a dating process. We hope that it brings May flowers for you. And again, we've got to go. Thank you so much. We'll be back next week where you can get more Reggie's Recess. Thank you for watching us on Facebook Live. Some of you will hear us tonight on 87.9 Heat FM Charlotte. And those of you will still watch us on the Win Network. Thank you. We'll be back next week. You guys have a great rest of the day.
Blessings.
Blessings.